Okay, welcome to my domain once again. Staying very busy these days, so I'm in the edit bay here quite a bit right now because I'm not just doing the outdoor shows. I am working on a veteran film, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm looking forward to the project. It's looking good so far. I hope we do very well with it. The whole goal is to raise money for veterans, and my outlook is like this: I couldn't do Outdoor Wild. You couldn't be watching it. None of us would be here. We wouldn't do a thing if it wasn't for the guys that helped save this country. And now we are 250 years of this celebration of America, and here we are because the ultimate sacrifices had to be made, and not by choice. A lot of them were drafted. No fun. If you can imagine being 18 or 19 years old, getting a letter from the draft board, you've been drafted. Mainly it's saying, be prepared because you're probably going to war and you're going to be taking a chance with your life. Political gain. Nothing in it for those men that made the sacrifice. At any rate, let's get back to where we were. I'm really focusing on talking to you about Outdoor Wild at this point for a moment. Got some great fishing shows coming up. Well, let me put it this way. We're working on some fishing shows, but I'm pretty sure it'll be good. I'm pretty sure we'll get some bass fishing in, and hopefully you're going to see a little bit of the trout fishing yet. And, we'll see how things go there. I am working right now. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing something with Alex Gundrum of the National Deer Association, and my deer hunts might be taking place with them this year. I put in for an elk tag, haven't heard back. I don't know if we're going to get the elk tag this year, but we're going to keep trying because it'd be great to get some elk hunting in as well. And of course, I like the archery, good stuff. At any rate, besides that, today I'm going to bring back another classic episode. However, what's in the episode pertains to everything that is still happening today, and it's because of pollinators. Unfortunately, some years back, we lost executive producer Sharlene Home. The COVID disease, the COVID flu, or whatever you want to call it, had got her. Okay, so we lost her. But the only thing is, because of that, we're going to contribute this video to her memory for her, and we're going to run the original show opening with her name in those credits. And it will be of the Outdoor Wild kids talking about the pollinators, the bees, and how helpful they are to our society. I think some of the talk will be about the honey, but bees and butterflies and bats and all these things are important as far as pollination goes for the very food we eat or the coffee we drink. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Don't laugh at the flower. Basically, it says let that shit go. Hey, picked it up at a I don't know, somewhere. It was actually for my wife. She didn't like it, so I'm drinking out of it right now. I drink it while it's still warm. At any rate, what's going on here is we're going to donate this to Sharlene Home, and we're going to put on in fun of her memory. We're going to take a look at the bees and the Outdoor Wild kids. And when Sharlene Home had passed away, it seemed like the Outdoor Wild kids had just faded off. And they were out of Florida, so that was pretty cool. But because the Outdoor Wild is expanding and we're getting there, and it's taking more time than I wanted to, but that's okay. We're on with a high school, a big one, Westosha Central High, and I'm working with the trap shooting team, and I'm working with the kids out at the school and the staff, and they're a marvelous staff. And I'm truly enjoying it. So, with that said, it looks like the youth will still continue in Outdoor Wild. So we will be having them on board, and hopefully there'll be more, including the younger little kids, because that's what this is all about, really. Our freedom of this country is because of our veterans, and it's only because of them we're here. And the stuff that I'm doing to try to keep things preserved and go and keep things on the conservative side, right? And it's for the youth because they're the ones that are following up behind me and behind you. So it'd be good to try to drag them into this. And what I mean by that is in any format they like. If they want the science side of the outdoors, great. If they want the sporting side of the outdoors, hey, good. Because we need it all. It's like spokes in a wheel. You can't operate without the funds, and you have to have the sporting side of it, very much so, to bring the money into land regeneration and wildlife habitat. So, which we will be also tackling things outside of Wisconsin. I've said that we're going to be looking at these Alaskan trawlers down the road to find out what's going on with that. It's pretty serious stuff in the fishing up there or in Alaska. And because the name says outdoor wild, we might be looking at a little bit of a foreign conservationists to find out what's going on with some of the wildlife and why and what can people do to help. I know here in Wisconsin we're trying to keep a good handle on it, and we do have other problems going on. But look, I'm rattling on enough. Let's get on to the show. We're going to join the Outdoor Wild Kids, and this tribute is Sharlene Home, and you'll be seeing a lot more here of Outdoor Wild. Okay, so let's take a look at this footage with the Outdoor Wild Kids and the bees. I'm Dean Romano, and welcome to the show. Coming up, we'll join John Herring, Ed Casas, and the Outdoor Wild Kids as we learn about honeybees and how important they are to our society. Hello, I'm Dean Romano. It's time for Outdoor Wild. Hi, welcome to the show. All right, now if you're ready, let's go join Ed Casas, some of the Outdoor Wild Kids, and John Herring as we learn about bees and how important they are to our society. Take it away, Ed.
Hey Dean, Ed Casas here with John Herring of the Broward Beekeepers Association. We're here at his tropical apiaries. I have to ask John though, John,
Yes.
What's an apiary?
An apiary is a bee yard. It's the same thing as an aviary, but for bees. It's a place where bees can stay.
That's very interesting.
It's a Latin word.
John, how long have you been a beekeeper?
I've been keeping bees since I was about 15 years old.
Wow. And could you tell our viewers a little bit about this Beekeepers Association? What do you guys do?
Well, the Broward Beekeepers Association is an association of people, of backyard beekeepers that get together, and our primary focus is to educate the public and help other people get started in backyard beekeeping.
John, you know, our viewers want to know, and I don't even really know, what's the difference between a bee and a wasp?
Well, there's two main differences. One is the way they look. A honeybee is a little shorter, plumper, and it's got more fuzzy appearance to it. A wasp is more longer and slender.
Okay.
That's the way they look. Now, the diet is totally different. Wasps are protein eaters. They'll eat bugs and other little worms. Honeybees are more of the vegetarian type. What they'll do is they'll eat pollen and nectar. So there's a big difference between the two.
And I guess wasps, they don't make honey.
No. They make trouble.
We have Asia and Jacob here, and they have a couple of questions for John.
Well, where are they, guys?
Well, how long can a bee live for?
How long can a bee live? That's a very good question. The typical lifespan of a honeybee is 4 to 6 weeks.
Why do honeybees die when they sting?
Well, that's because when they sting you, the stinger comes out and that pulls out a portion of their intestine. And that's the reason why.
Okay. And why are queen bees reluctant to sting?
Queen bees are not necessarily so reluctant to sting. The times when they use their stinger, it is when there's another queen bee present. And then they get into a bee brawl, and one will usually sting the other one to death. However, there's been many beekeepers stung by the queen bee.
How many eggs can a queen bee lay?
Oh, that's another good question. I'm going to say anywhere between 500 and 1,000 a day.
How much can a worker bee hold?
How much honey can a worker bee hold?
Yes.
Well, I don't really know exactly how much an individual worker bee can hold. But I can tell you that a worker bee only produces about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in her life, which isn't very much.
That's not a lot.
That is not a lot. That's why it takes a lot of bees. Anywhere from about 40 to 60,000 bees is a good, strong colony. And that's what it takes.
And why are worker bees the only ones mostly seen from the hive?
Worker bees are female bees, and they are the only ones that can gather pollen and nectar. They are the ones that produce the honeycomb and tend to all of the aspects of the beehive. So they are the most important in the hive, and you're going to see the majority of bees is going to be the female worker bee.
Right, so that's why we only see female honeybees.
Most of the time. That's right.
How can you tell a regular bee from a honeybee?
Well, depends on what a regular bee is. There's all kinds of bees. There's thousands of species of bees. Some of the more common ones, you have a mason bee, you have a bumblebee, and you have a carpenter bee. Those bees are much bigger, and they're about, I'd say they're about twice the size of a regular honeybee. So you could tell by size, and sometimes it's color. Those bees tend to be far more bright yellow and black, as versus gold or black.
How and why are honeybees so organized and categorized?
Well, honeybees have to be very well organized in order to survive. Their entire existence is more like a super colony. They're a super organism. They have to have everybody pooling together to make the colony work. So it's very important that they get very organized.
All right.
Are honeybees native to the U.S.?
That is an excellent question. The answer is no. They're not native to the U.S.
So where are they from?
They're from Europe. The settlers brought them in to the United States many, many years ago.
Why do honeybees pollinate flowers?
Well, honeybees feed on nectar and pollen. Inadvertently, they pollinate the flowers. And that's a pretty good question. One of the things that honeybees are is statically charged, and they have a lot of fur or little hairs on them. And naturally, the pollen granules go right to that. And when they go from flower to flower, gathering pollen and nectar, they pollinize the flower. They're not really doing it intentionally. It's just a bonus for us.
Ed Costas here with Outdoor Wild Kids. I've got Asia, Josh, and Jacob. We're at John Herring's Tropical Apiaries. Hey kids, you want to go see some bees? Yeah! Hey John, any chance we can go see some bees?
Absolutely. You ready to take a tour of the bee yard?
I sure am.
All right.
How about you? Let's go.
Oh boy.
There's a whole bunch of them there, isn't there?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Looks like they're making
wow.
something.
Very nice.
I think you, I don't know, I think you ruined some of their effort here.
No. Oh, you got to look at this. All right,
What did you got here?
Take a look at this. You see this right? See how they're hanging? Let me get the smoke out of here. See how they're hanging like this?
Yes.
What they're doing when they're hanging like that, we call that drawing comb. They're hanging and they're letting those little shingles that we spoke about earlier come out from underneath of them, and they're working it into wax. See this right here? That is pure 100% brand new beeswax.
Nice. How long, when did they start making that?
They started making this a few weeks ago.
Okay.
About 2 weeks ago, I put this particular box on there because of the Melaleuca flow.
I see.
This particular box doesn't have much in it, but we're going to get to one I believe that does.
Nighty-night.
Remember, it just stuffs a rag in their bugle so they can't call everybody else
Right.
to the party.
Now, are all these guys the same, or we have different purposes here, or?
Well, I tell you what, here's going to be a little bit of education time.
Good.
All right. Remember earlier we talked about, or maybe we didn't, we talked about drone bees and worker bees. All of
Yes, we
these
did.
bees here,
Yes.
all of these are worker bees.
Okay.
Now, you see how these cells right here, see how they're very, very large?
Yes.
They made these cells for drones because drone bees are much bigger. This is what we call drone cells.
So what are the drones doing while the workers are working?
Well, the only purpose for the drone is to mate with the queen.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing that
I
they
see.
do. Let's pull out, let's give us a little bit more smoke here, and let's just see if we got some honey in here. Oh my God.
Is that honey right there?
That is honey.
See that? Honey right there.
This is honey right here.
How awesome is that?
It's not ripe,
Uh-huh.
but it is honey. Now the difference between ripe and unripened is ripened honey is less than 18% water content.
Hmm.
They are still filling these cells.
Wow, look at them.
They're still filling it now.
Look at
what
their little
they're doing,
faces in it.
Yeah, they're taking it. They, right now they think something bad's going to happen, so they're taking it and they're gorging on it, putting that into their honey stomach.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they're doing.
I have no idea. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's get right on in here. See all this gooey stuff right here?
Yeah.
Look at this nasty stuff. You see this?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Is it that wax?
No, that's not wax.
That's bee poop?
No. People pay a lot of money for this stuff.
Oh, that's royal honey?
Nope.
What do they call it? No?
That's propolis.
I have no idea what that is. What is propolis?
Propolis is bee glue. This is what they use to glue all of their stuff together. Basically, they make this stuff out of plant resins. They go out and they'll collect some resins
Boy.
and put this in the box to do
There's
this.
so many different products coming out of these things. It's so interesting. It's
You want to go through the products of the hive. We've got propolis right here. This is used in a lot of for medicinal reasons. A lot of people take this and swear by it. Here we have, this is nothing but pure beeswax. It's used in the cosmetic industry along with the drug industry. So that's two. Here we have honey. Obviously, we eat the honey, right?
Yeah.
That's really good stuff. The one other thing that we're probably not going to be able to see today is the royal jelly.
Ah, yes, that's what I was thinking.
That has to be you have to have queen cells, and it is at the bottom of the queen cells. Actually at the top, because they're vertical.
Okay.
So, all those products from the hive, it's amazing.
Yeah.
There's everything that they do is edible and good. Why anybody would not want to be a beekeeper is beyond me.
I think everyone should have bees. Or at least one person in the family should be in charge of bees.
That's right.
Look at this. It's going to pull this out like a cell or a...
Oh my
Wow, look at this shot
This
here.
is gorgeous. This is all 100% honey. This is ripened honey. See how it's all capped off? It looks kind of odd.
It looks almost like man-made. Like it's.
Remember when we were talking in the honey house?
Yeah.
I said you have to take a hot knife and you have to cut the wax cappings off.
Ah.
This is
this
the wax.
is holding all the honey in, basically,
That's
right
right.
now. I see.
This is
starting
their
to make sense.
vacuum packing. Absolutely. And if you just pick a little bit of it away, look at that. It
There's
is
pure honey right there.
100%. And they go right to it. Look at that.
Now, I'm assuming there's a queen at the bottom of this or something?
There is a queen at the bottom.
We're not going to be able to find her, I don't think.
No, we're not going to go down there in the bottom. I don't think that's worthwhile to go down there
Okay,
today.
fair enough. No need to wake her up, huh?
No, she is busy laying eggs. That's her only job in her life is to lay eggs. All these here are worker bees, and that is one gorgeous frame of honey. So all we do is we take the cappings off, we put it in the extractor, removes everything by centrifugal force.
Yep.
And put it right back in there empty, and it'll look just like this, and there you go.
Wow, very interesting.
Isn't this cool?
Thanks, John, for showing us all this.
Man,
we would have never have gotten the heart of this without you, sir.
I tell you, educating the public is one of my favorite things to do when it comes to honeybees. They are so fascinating. The more you know about them, the more interesting they
Absolutely.
seem to get.
And that's what happened to me today, and I think with the Outdoor Wild kids too. So
I am so glad they were wild enough to come out here in the middle of a bee.
We will spread the good word of the bees, sir.
Yeah, we might want to give that back too.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, save them a little bit of work there. So we'll go ahead and put these back.
Kind of like Legos, huh?
Yeah, they'll fix it. And you see, there's thousands of bees in this box, and they're not all coming out here.
Nope.
You know, we're not being run away.
Nope. They're more investigating us more than anything else.
Yes, they are.
All right.
See, here's more propolis. They glue that stuff together.
You said it's a glue, but like
It's like a plant resin.
That's
what it is. They use it as a glue.
Okay. So, and is modern industry using it too?
Not as a glue.
Okay.
It's used as a
the medicinal.
For medicinal purposes.
Oh, okay.
Is what it's used for. Well, any other questions that you can possibly think of?
I don't think so. I think you've answered everything, and this was very enlightening. Just opening up there. Whoa, wait a minute. Who's that guy? There's a beetle in there.
Oh! Yes, indeed, there is a beetle in there. This is.
Who's he?
Oh, let me just show you. Okay. See these right here? That beetle?
Yeah.
That is a new pest to the honeybees.
3 of them.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Those are called small hive beetles.
I don't like them.
They are a pest
There's
to
an
honeybees. I don't like them either.
There's an ant in there too.
Yes, you'll find that in there. The bees cannot do anything to these hive beetles, and there's nothing better than the sound of a hive beetle crunching.
What's this guy's behavior right here with his butt up in the air? That's that tail wagging you're talking about?
No. All right. You see this right there?
Yeah.
When they've got their butt up in the air, and you see them fanning.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're fanning off pheromones.
Ah.
They'll do that at the entrance occasionally. See, they're fanning off whatever they're communicating. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks, John, for everything. This has been a lot of fun. Ed Costas, Outdoor Wild, with John Herring of the Broward Beekeeper Association.
Here's some research I did online. Billions of bees are dying off and our entire food chain is in danger. Bees don't just make honey, they are a giant, humble workforce pollinating 75% of our growing plants. So if we don't take protection for bees, we won't have a lot of the vegetables and flowers and things that we need. So they're really important. And pollination is when they bring the nectar from one plant and they bring it to another plant and the other plant grows. But they're vital to life on Earth. Every year, pollinating plants and crops with an estimated $40 billion value. So bees are really important to protect.
And the bees of the workers can only live for about 2 all the way to 4 weeks. So they don't live long, and the harder they work, the less honey they can produce. And honey is the main food source for them. The only reason how bees can maintain their life.
So what did you learn?
I learned that smokers can calm the bees down, and so they can't send out a warning call. And I also learned that you can't swat one or they'll get mad.
Thank you for watching.
Tune in next time
For Outdoor Wild Kids.
Until next time, this is Ed Costas with Outdoor Wild Kids, Florida. Keep it buzzing. Back to you, Dean.
All right. Thank you, Ed. Thanks, guys. We hope you enjoyed some of what you saw.
I'd like to take a moment to thank my executive producer, Sharlene Home, for helping us out with this show. Also, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll join us again on the next Outdoor Wild. And try to remember, our planet Earth belongs to all of us. It's up to all of us to get involved to help take care of it. I'm Dean Romano, saying so long for now, and thanks for watching Outdoor Wild. See ya.